these are the past presidents of the MSBA. One of the reasons we wanted to invite them up is so that you guys have an opportunity to see them, because they'll be around this weekend. The past presidents are invited to come to the Conference of Bar Presidents, so it's another networking opportunity. They have a vast amount of knowledge, and they have been through this. And a lot of them have been presidents of their local bars.
I thought of my position as president as that of a steward or of a captain of a ship. You've been given the steering wheel of the ship. The ship has sailed many times. It's gone to great places. It's endured rough weather. And your job for your 365 days is to get it to the destination and to get it back home and turn it over to the next president.
Really, we're a voluntary organization, so really our role is not burdened with lawyer discipline and other things. So it's an opportunity both to celebrate the good things about lawyers and to know that you're going to spend time in bar association activities with people who are of like mind. And it really helps reinforce for those who are active in the bar what's good about being a lawyer.
Pertinent to your situation, and is for local and specialty bars, you really have to, in my mind, find something that you care about, maybe that you love, because you're not, it's going to be all you. I was president of Baltimore City, the Bar Association of Baltimore City, 10 or more years ago, and it's a very different animal working at that level than it is at the state bar, where you have this vast support structure. At the local level, you have to, if you want to have a signature project, and the reality is we all want to have one special project that maybe people will remember and maybe will help some things in our practice. Bar associations do run on autopilot if you let them, but don't let yours. Find one event and just change it. If you have monthly meetings, pick a different location. Don't go to the same place. Just a little bit of turning the cart upside down, just enough to get people's attention and make it feel fresh for them. I think you'll keep people engaged and you'll stay relevant in their lives.
One of the devices that's available to all bar leaders is the Bar Leadership Institute, which the ABA puts on. And I went to that as a president-elect, and I heard the best advice that I ever got about being a bar president, which was, don't plan 10 programs for your year. Because if you try to plan 10 programs and 3 are successful, then you've had a failure of a year. Pick 1 or 2 events that you really want to be successful at and do those programs. And if you do 2 out of 2, you look like a hero and you did a great job. And really, and the message in that really is don't overextend yourself, because you'd be surprised how quick those 365 days go. To me, the biggest challenge was managing expectations, both your own and what people expected of you. You have to maintain a sense of who you are. You are not the Wizard of Oz. You're not going to wave a wand and things are going to change. And if you understand that, and you understand that your job is really service to the members of your organization, that will get you over most of the challenges that you have to deal with whatever organization that you're serving.
That is, if you have a vision about things that you want to do or things that you want to implement, it could start a year or 2 in Baltimore County. It might even start 10 years before you're there. And having the opportunity to lay the foundation, because it's not all just you, it's your team. Putting together a team that will help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. Even things that don't get accomplished as well as you might have hoped during your bar year, there's years after that you can stay involved and do things as well.
Executive director can make your life so easy. So rely upon that person. They have wisdom, they have knowledge, they have experience, and they'll help you get through the rough spots. Whenever you become president of your organization, you're going to be called upon to go to Annapolis and testify at in the General Assembly on bills. You're going to be asked to speak at numerous events, investitures. You're going to be asked to give talks on various and sundry things, and you still have to have the practice, and you still have to have the family, and you still have to have the friends. So my biggest challenge, if there's something that's sticking in my head from 2 years ago, it was just trying to keep all the balls in the air. Tough thing to do, especially when you come from a small or a solo practice.
To quote Harry, you need to manage expectations, and that includes your family, and it includes if you're in a law firm, your partners, and I tried to do that, and I'm not really sure the message got through, but you know, by the fact that you've told them a couple of times and that they are family, whether the family of your partnership or your real family, they're going to support you, and they did. And so,
having your family engaged in the process with you as you go through the journey, it's not your journey. If they're involved in the journey with you, it really makes the journey a lot more meaningful for all of you as you go through.
Because it does take a lot of time. You know, the state bar president might take 1,000 or more hours in the year, you know, so there's a lot of time away from your practice, a lot of time away from your family.
You know, some of this stuff will come natural for you. You know, you write everything down, you've got it logged, you've got it on your calendar, you've got a computer, you've got good people backing you up. You become a better person, your practice can flourish as a result of the contacts and the connections that you make while you're president. Don't try to take on too much. Take on only what you feel that you can handle.
Lawyers, I used to go around the state talking and telling young lawyers that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to most of their friends, they're the face of the law. So that, you know, most people, although there's plenty of lawyers, 25,000 members here, 30-some thousand in the state, most people don't know lawyers. So you can kind of build both your professional reputation and feel better about who you are and what you do just by knowing that everything you do, people are looking at you and saying, that's a lawyer, and I like what she's doing, I like what he's doing.
When you meet people and you get to know them, especially in the way you get to know them doing bar stuff, you find out things about people that you never knew. People play musical instruments, they sing, they have hobbies and interests that you never ever thought they had until you get to know them. And I think your life just becomes a lot more enriched when you get to know people on that level, a deep down personal kind of level. So involvement for me would be the key word that I would say for going forward if you're a young lawyer or a new lawyer.
because one of our unwritten jobs or responsibilities is to try to identify the next leaders of the Bar Association. And the primary characteristic of a good leader is somebody who wants to do it and step forward and says, I want to do it. They raise their hand, they lean in. And so we would very much welcome if one of you came up to us and said, you know, I'm doing this, but I'm not sure I'm getting where I wanted to get, and do you have any suggestions? Because we have suggestions.
You have a decided advantage with the technology that's available to you now. With groups that you can join, with access to information on the MSBA website, the ABA websites, all the committees. If you want to get involved and get engaged, use your technology. Find a mentor who will take an interest in your progression, because as you can see, we all want to get young people involved. That's why we're here. That's why they invite the past presidents to this event, not because we can say we know so much, but because we can try to identify people, help them on their path. All of you have talents to bring to the table. If we can do anything to help you develop your talent or go where you want to go, that's what we're here for.
Again, I'd like to thank the past presidents for coming.